There we go. There we go. All right, guys. Hey, everyone. This is Arjun Rai, founder and CEO at HelloWoofy. Thank you so much for joining in. If you guys are looking to join in and you just heard about the call happening, all you have to do is go to your bottom left on your home screen in your HelloWoofy account, and click on the black box, and you'll be able to join in as well. So let's get started. So today we're going to be going around the circle and introducing our customers and why they're awesome, what they're looking for in terms of help, and any other clarifying questions as well. But Brian, let's start with you. I love the trees in the background. It's very different from the New York City. Tell us a little about who you are and how can we help you today?
Yeah, this is, I think, my second meeting, maybe third. I don't know. Just love your product, but need more about it. Of course, myself to get into it. I've used her for many years. There's some limitations, but it's worked for me. And anyway, I don't want to get into my question. Then I'll just say Brian Thomas, and happy to be here again.
Very cool. And so what's your line of work, Brian? Tell us a little bit more about it and maybe have some tips for other people who are in the same line of work or a similar industry.
Technology and kind of happenstance, a tech influencer, just because I was writing a lot, contributing to CIO.com and others. And so now launched a digital publication that's growing. And so I just need to, has changed over the last 5 majorly. Now it's a struggle to followers, right? So, so that's where I'm at.
Interesting. Have you, so being a technologist, have you explored like smart speaker marketing or augmented reality for the purpose of marketing and things of that nature?
I haven't yet. There's some things I have a lot of great ideas, but I haven't. And so I'm here to absorb like a sponge today and whatever shortcuts, tips you can offer. The thing I do want to, and again, I don't want to monopolize the conversation, but there's somebody developed they developed some API, but essentially you can take a flat file, like a text file, dump it into, it's called bulk buffer, and it throws it all into buffer for you automatically, which saves me a ton of time. So I don't know if you have something similar. But
no, for sure. It's called a CSV upload. Actually, there are multiple ways to upload content in bulk. So let me actually go share my screen real quick. And that's actually a very good question. All right, let's do this. Click on this, share screen. So, okay. So if you take a look at the library, and again, guys, if you're looking to join this call, all you have to do is go on the bottom, click on every Friday at 1 p.m. free group networking call. And then you can join in as well and ask questions or ask for help or whatever works for you. Please do join. But Brian, to answer your question, if you go into the library and you click on import content, which is on the left side, there you have multiple ways to import content. My favorite way is to do it through bulk images and videos. But what you're talking about is the CSV upload on the left side and Excel SX, which is just a format of Microsoft Excel. So you can, if you click on that, you can download the template and then upload the content in bulk so long as you follow the format. But like I said, my favorite way of bulk uploading is through images or bulk images, because what I can do is I can upload up to 30 videos and images right here. Where's the plus sign? And the other cool thing is that if I check off this box, image to text, because typically I have a lot of like images that have words already in them, this will actually transcribe the words in the image into caption. And then if I throw this up as well, add emojis, that makes it even more powerful because not only did I transcribe it, but then it added emojis to the beginning and at the end of the caption for me automatically. And I don't know if you remember from last time, one of the things that we always talk about is Adobe, because they do a lot of research around emojis and it drives engagement and it drives purchase intent. Just people are willing to buy more and they're just more visual. And that's why we've kind of mapped out every single word, figure out, what emojis and hashtags at scale tend to be used in one of those so you can get those recommendations. And then, of course, just choose your category that you want to put it in, like, motivation as an example. And then you can also choose your hashtags. So if you want all all of your hashtags that are entrepreneur category or entrepreneur playlist, it'll automatically add that in as well. So like you get the image, you transcribe the image, add the emojis, throw it into a category, and add the hashtags. You got 5 things that happen in like 5 seconds. Does that help?
Absolutely does. And again, you say that the transcription, when you say text to image or image to text,
Mhm.
are you talking like the file name of the image then? Is
No,
that-
no. The actual image itself. So you might have like a quote on the image, a call to action, or something of that nature. So here, I'll show you as an example. Let's go ahead and find something inspirational quote. I'll do a few examples. So one would be this one would be this one, maybe this one here. So I've got 3 images. Now we're going to go through the exercise here. Image to text, add emojis, add it to the motivation category, and also add all my entrepreneur hashtags. And click on add to library. And so what's now it's doing is looking at those words in those 3 images and then associating captions to them, plus adding emojis to them automatically. And then once we're ready to go, it's going to have that ready to go here. So it added all my entrepreneur hashtags, obviously it transcribed every single word. Now, in some cases, it might find something like, for example, here, it picked up a couple of characters in the background. So we might have to go ahead and delete those like this here. And we're just going to get rid of that text there. Destination. So you see it added some spaces there. And then we might want to get rid of the M there. And that's it. We're ready to go. We can go ahead and use these 3 pieces of content right now.
And it did throw just through like one emoji in for each one, but it will automatically do that. So that's pretty cool. And
well, the important part is making sure you get the right emojis, because what we find is if you don't use our emoji detection system, you're just going to use a whole bunch of finger gestures and maybe like vegetables, and like it's just not going to make any sense, because most people don't know there are so many swipes on the emoji keyboard. There are about over 3,000 emojis. So if I start typing in like I love my dog and let's say coffee, it'll complete the sentence with I don't know, with half and half. What it'll do on the bottom is that it starts giving you recommendations for content that might be related. So let's say we want to use this one here, and then we want to use what else is going to come up with. Let's say we want to use this one here. It's recommending that, but we can also go ahead and say, you know what, I actually want a coffee cup specifically. So then I can go ahead and look for one and add that in. Yep.
Okay, so it does help, but obviously you want to make sure your emojis are correct and there's no typos. And then what's the limit time frame and amount of images or videos that we can upload and keep in your platform?
Yeah, totally depends on your membership. So I've got the enterprise one, which has 80,000.
Okay.
But if you want more, it's just a matter of our library limits are very high. Where people are limited is integration. So like, for example, YouTube is only at the middle and higher tier. The augmented reality platform that we're building or have built, we're about to ship it very soon. That's on the highest 2 plans, the business and the enterprise. And so you can actually see all of your content in front of you. And if you want to bring other people in, let's say you're an agency and you want to bring clients in and say, hey, client, this is what my team and I put together. You can do that. And then as the client says, okay, Brian, I like that. Drag it to Pinterest, drag it to Facebook for me right now and have it scheduled for next week. But you know what, Brian, I hate this. I really don't like this. You take that piece of content and you just throw it into the universe and it'll delete it from your library. So it's just a different way. And you can see the microphone in the middle. You can actually have a Zoom call essentially over the app. And it's just phone based. No goggles, no glasses. Just whip out your phone and let a client and you're in a sesh.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah, absolutely. And then this is the other video that I was telling you about, the smart speaker scheduler. We built this maybe like a year and a half ago or so, but we're working on getting this to our customers very soon. But if you download the HelloWoofy skill or app, you can actually start seeing our broadcasts to our customers in their homes with their permission. And then they can click on the link here, which is over my thermostat. And you can see the content, the video. And then if I want the customer to go to, let's say, brian.com, it'll take them through the browser, because every speaker has a browser built in. It'll take them to your website. And then you can whatever you'd like them to do, buy, subscribe, convert, sign up, they can do that. All right. Well, welcome, welcome to the call. And then Hakeem, please introduce us to yourself a little. Tell us a little about yourself and who you are. What are some of the areas we can help you out with, or if you have any questions and or tips for other members who are tuning in as well.
Gotcha. Can you hear me clear?
Oh, loud and clear.
I love it. Hey, my name is Hakeem Mustafa. I am in Georgia, about 40 minutes north of Atlanta.
Cool.
I'm in the business finance space, so I help business owners to acquire and to build up their business credit profile. That way they can get funding with their EIN and their LLC instead of using their SSN, their social security number and their personal guarantee. That's one of my biggest missions. I also do personal credit as well. So with HelloWoofy, I mean, I love this platform.
Thank you.
You see my name a couple times in the emails, just trying to get my things together. But my biggest thing right now for myself is just trying to build up my library. I'm trying to record enough videos and stuff to have it, evergreen videos to have it in my library, so it can just be posted to the different platforms that I use. I don't really have any tips. You pretty much went over what I usually do. I go in and I type in keywords, it'll populate some pictures or some GIFs and things of that nature that I can use if I don't have my own already set up. The only thing I do have is the app. I know, because I know you guys are always updating things. So the app, there's a couple things that have changed, like when I told you about the pressing the enter button to create a line space.
Yeah, I think they're working on some fixes, because I talked to
Okay.
the guys this morning. Because they were working on Self-Tag, which is our sister app for networking. I think one or two things broke there, so they've been fixing that. But if you don't see the changes like by Tuesday next week, right back in, and we'll make sure that gets prioritized.
Okay, absolutely. Yes. Other than that, if you can help me with the RSS feed, would that be beneficial for my business or what? That's one.
Yeah, I mean, there are people who. So here's the thing: you want to use it sparingly, to be honest, because you're basically promoting other people. So what he's talking about is when you go into your HelloWoofy account, you go into the library and you click on import content, you have the ability to import feeds from other publications and blogs into your library so you can share. Again, it's a fine thing. We have actually a lot of real estate agents who ingest RSS feeds from like industry real estate news. But again, you're basically driving traffic away from you to another source, and you don't get to retarget that customer. You don't get to get their email. You don't get to target them with ads or anything. You're just driving traffic away from you.
Gotcha.
Unless what you could do is maybe have your thoughts on top of the post itself. So you could be like, hey, this article is about new interest rates for first-time homeowners, and I think it's a great thing if you do X, Y, and Z. If you want to learn more about the topic, click on the link below. But honestly, I'd like to see you, Hakeem, over time doing your own blog, maybe linking back to that article, and saying, hey, this is my blog about this topic, but there's another thought leader that talked about this. You can click on the link below. And then you're creating a link from your website to their website. And hopefully they do it the back, all the way around as well eventually.
Gotcha.
But yeah, but you can send it to pending category if it's not your content. So it doesn't clog up your main library. And then you can also import images if they have any. So for example, this article here, which is about emojis, if I grab that here and let's say I want to add it to my library, if you paste it in, you can see it's grabbing quotes, it can summarize it. But if I click on the orange dot, it'll also grab the image from the article, which is, you go back to the article, the very top image right here in the background. So that's what that is going to be doing for you and every time an article comes in, it'll fetch the image for you automatically, unless you don't want it.
Gotcha. I appreciate that. Yeah, you just helped me with that. I'm good on it now.
Yeah, the other thing, and I just started doing this, I think 2 days ago, is so obviously TikTok is great for content, but one of the things I sometimes do in the content master group is share the videos of people talking about their expertise. So like I think a few days ago there was a girl who talked about how she went from like 500 followers to 600,000 followers in 8 months. And so I had one of my VAs essentially, hey, so, write a piece of content around it, transcribe it, and then give her credit because it's still her video, it's not our content. The video is not our content, but the thoughts around it and the tips around it is, taking her stuff and writing it into our version. And so if you go to our blog right now, you should see a TikTok video that is giving, I think her name is Ariane or I think Anne or something, giving her credit, and then there's our stuff below it. So I think that's another good way to keep your traffic on your website, give credit to a creator because it's her content or his content, and then have your thoughts around the topic as well.
Okay. Okay. I appreciate that.
Yeah. All right, let's move over to Fernando. Fernando, welcome to the call. How can we help you today? And tell us a little bit about yourself.
Thank you so much. I'm in here as an accountability for myself. Just and see and hear if
Your
there are
weekly
any
workout.
and hear if there are any new things that I can use. This
Sure.
week I used HelloWoofy 3 times,
Nice.
and each time I post 3 days, and each day I posted 6 times with 3 hours intervals, and it was really good. So I set aside some time the previous day, went to Canva, had fun with Canva, selected amazing images on the topic such as freedom, and then and started using ChatGPT to get quotes on freedom using images from Canva.
Yeah.
And so yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say we've got the integration, so hopefully you're using the integration. We also got Crello and a couple of video integrations here, and we're actually talking to another company to integrate with them, so you can upload a longer video, and it'll slice back like 5 videos for you, and then you can automatically upload it into your library. So we're working on that.
Cool.
Yeah, we're working on that. By the way, with ChatGPT, the other thing you can do is ask it to create like multiple quotes for you and like some tone and some variations or limitations. But then in Canva, you can also upload those quotes in bulk. If you don't know this already, this is a great tip. Upload it automatically, and then so long as you have a template of a graphic, it'll spit those quotes directly into those graphics, and then you can download those graphics in bulk. Then you can do what I was showing Hakeem earlier, or I think I was showing Brian earlier. You can also bulk upload them just by dragging all the images directly in here.
Okay, can we do that again? I got about
here, I'm gonna
50.
write down for you. So first
Okay.
thing is ask chat to create, let's say, 5 quotes, right? 5 quotes around whatever motivation with a funny tone, whatever your this tone is, this length is, this whatever the 3 limits are. Once you get that, download the quotes into Canva. Canva has a way to bulk upload, so bulk upload into Canva. And once you do that, assuming that you've created a template inside Canva, let's say you have like a template that looks like this, quotes go between these 2 bars, like the quote goes right in the middle, and then you got like a little animation here, you got a little thing going on here, maybe some branding here, and then maybe your website on the bottom, whatever you want to do as a template. What it'll do is if you have like those 5 quotes, it'll create 5 variations of that same template for you, and then you can bulk download them. Once you do that, grab those 5 images, go into HelloWoofy, and go into the bulk upload section, which is again this section here under import content, and then just upload the 5 images in there. And because they have text in them, like each one has a text in the middle, right? From the quotes, what you can do is turn transcription on, turn emoji addition on, turn on or choose which category you want. Maybe you have some hashtags already called motivation hashtags. Let's just pretend entrepreneur hashtags are motivational, and then click add to library. And we'll add all of those images with the transcriptions next to them with emojis at the end and the beginning of those and hashtags at the end as well.
Wow.
All at the same time.
Okay. Yeah. We'll do that.
That's your process right there.
And then after that will be then scheduling based from library.
So you can do it one at a time by hitting that triangle if you just wanted to play around with it one at a time, or you can run a campaign. So let's say you got 5, you got 5 beautiful pieces of content coming in. Let's say you want to schedule one on a Tuesday, one on a Thursday, one on a Monday, and one on a Friday, and then let's on a Sunday here. Pick your dates there, click next, choose the accounts you want, like Twitter and let's say Instagram, Facebook page. Call it, my Canva export motivational campaign. And then you got the dates there, and then you choose a category. Now, this obviously says 43, but in your case, it might say 5, right? Because based on that example. And then that's it. Now, if you want to do a 6th day, you can click on repeat same content, because then it'll actually go in and repeat itself from the very beginning. So now you got 6 dates, 5 pieces of content. Because you clicked on repeat same content right here, it'll go back to the beginning, so it has something to post.
Oh, wow.
That's it.
Very cool. Thank you for that.
Absolutely. And guys, if you want more like in-depth stuff like this to like go whiteboard and talk about your business specifically, we have many ways to support you. Obviously, we have the free 15-minute call and their need a paw. Then we have the paid support call, and then the coaching call for an hour as well. So I'll sit down with you for an hour, and we can do the kind of things that I'm doing with you guys right now, Fernando.
Thank you. This is great. Yes, absolutely. Very excited for all these tools and HelloWoofy. Thank you so much.
No, I appreciate it. All right, guys. What else? Do you have any other questions before we call it a day? I know we're almost 30 minutes in. If you don't have any other questions, definitely join us again next Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern. The link is always on the bottom of your home screen. Definitely join. This is why we're here, is to help you guys out. All right. Virtual hugs from Princeton, New Jersey / New York City, guys. Take care. All right, guys.